All right, guys. So it's because of people in the world like this. Let me pause it. Yeah, it was a girl. The little girl asked the officer if they were there to kill them. Or she said, "Are you gonna shoot us?" And he said, "Just don't break that." And then I had the comment, but it was down where. Wait, one moment. That's a good question. Why is that sweet baby at a protest? Pray for our world, baby. I know that's right. Because standing out there protesting ain't doing shit. I wonder when people are going to realize that. How many years are going to go by? How many decades are going to go by? And people are still not going to realize. Standing your ass out there in the middle of the street for hours with and making the police work to try to come out there and stop y'all ass ain't doing shit. In fact, all it is making them hire more police. So while the other police are tending to the stupid protests, they can have other ones out there getting away with shit. Anyways, I might not can find it. I don't want to take too long on this. Every time I say that, I wind up taking too long toward that adorable child. Some people feed into it, but there was this one comment that said um, that it was just photo op. That the officer did that. That if there was no cameras around, he would kill her. Basically, is what they said. I don't know which. I can't remember. It's because they're in the comment section. There was I guess, a Hispanic woman. She was saying something, or like Mexican woman, and she had 1010. I always see 1010 almost just about every single day now. Um, but well, for the last week or 2 weeks, about 2 weeks almost, I think. And I'm like, okay, what is it meaning? Because I've gotten different meanings. It's mean, but financial abundance. But yeah, I don't know if it was this one. It's one where there was this lady named Jacqueline Lopez, I think. She has a black husband, and the police officers had 444 right there. Um, I don't remember. Or yeah, I'm glad. But anyways, yeah, not Jacqueline Beaver. I think it was Jacqueline Lopez because she actually had her picture up there. But anyways, it was saying something, and there was a dude that had this dumbass statement. Okay, so basically, I'll just tell the story while I try to continue to find it if I can. Um, the lady told a quick paragraph story about how the police stopped them when she went to the liquor store, and she doesn't drink, she just doesn't like it, so of course they was going for her black husband. But they had a 3-year old kid in the back seat, sorry, that's my son. um, but they had a 3-year-old kid in the back seat, and they were out that late at night. But that wasn't the reason the police stopped them. She said they made up. She said they invented that. They invented a reason that something was broken, like a back brake light or something was broken or out. And she said, but it wasn't. And they had. She was the one who was driving, and they asked him for his driver's license. The racist ass police. They be dumb as fuck too, bro. But they asked they asked him for his driver's license, and then she said, wait, why are you asking him for his driver's license and I'm the one driving? And she said instead of answering their questions, they just told them that they could go. And then further down in the comment section, somebody, I was reading the comments, but some dumbass had said some shit talking about well, maybe the police officer was concerned that you were hanging out at a liquor store at 3 a.m. First of all, don't this liquor store don't be, maybe they were in one of those cities and towns, or at back then when it was when the liquor stores, because I know in Oregon the liquor store closed at like 2:30, I think. I mean not the liquor stores. The liquor stores close at 9:30 and 8:30 at one of them. Either 8 p.m., between 8 p.m. and 9:30 at different ones. I think there's one that might close at 11, but that one may be in Washington, like in Vancouver. You have to drive about 40 minutes to get there, maybe 45 minutes. But anyways, I don't. think I can find that question. Hmm, one moment, because that's what she asked you. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't think I went that far down because I saw this comment that caught my eye and then I clicked on the comment section. But anyways, I was basically just trying to show like it's because of idiots like that that think like that become police officers that do stupid shit and think that they're gonna get away with it by just making up a lie basically of a reason why they stop somebody, and if some trouble happened because of that stop they will tell their buddies what happened and be like, all right buddy man, all right man, you gotta lie for me, all right buddy, because I don't want to lose my job, I got my kids. Then they start being concerned about their own life, but they don't care about what happened to the people that they was trying to fuck their life up about. I like this person, instead of immediately thinking normal people are a threat. If anything, the police are a threat. And it just started making me instantly think about some things that I had endured. And then, oh yeah, it was something about, oh yeah, somebody had also said something about Sandra Bland and rest in peace to them, and Breonna Taylor. And I agree with them wholeheartedly because it was because of those two incidences, as well as the other, the Mexican dude that had, I don't know if his name was Nate Brown. I don't remember, but I remember his face though. That he shot a boy down. Trayvon, I think, is the kid's name. And rest in peace to all those children and all those people that were shot down because of some idiot had some biased opinion, and they thought it was worth taking that person's life just because of something that had everything to do with their own mental illness. So yes, I do define racism as a mental illness because it makes absolutely no sense um, logically, but maybe I guess to them economically it does because they get to hold down certain people and so that they could feel or have a delusion of being in power, and mistreating people and making money off of it in so many different ways. But yeah, if I find the comment, I'll just screenshot it and use it as the thumbnail. They thought they got around it by making it go away. But anyways, I will find it. I'm gonna end it here, guys. But yeah, I was just gonna also say about those, when I saw what happened with those women on TV years ago, and then also with the Trayvon Martin situation. Um, I know I've realized what we were up against with police here in this country, and that's a big reason why I thought about if I ever got big money, I would just leave this country because it seemed like you might have a better shot at just paying the Hispanic, the Mexican officers in Mexico to let you go free than getting shot because you a nigga in their eyes. Or negro. Like grita. But yeah, anyways. No, it wasn't that one. Remember that question forever. It might have been one of these top comments right here, and I had scrolled way down and found it. I don't think I had. Well, anyways, yeah, I was just saying what we when I realized what we was up against. That's why I have that allegedly attempt to elude the police on my record because I wasn't finna stand there and just let them kill me. I got to do something. I was kind of ducking down, thinking I was finna hear bullets busting through the back window from them shooting me as I took off. I was still finna be making it as much as I could. I thought I was about to be dead that night, but they let me go and it's on camera. I had got a traffic ticket later on down the road that night because I was going fast enough, like not too fast, but I was going faster than the speed limit on that street, and they had recently, not too long ago, had put those speed cameras up, and I forgot about them at that time. And then it showed me on the freaking on the picture of that camera holding my phone because I was actually recording the event of what took place that night. And then that's why they took my phones, because I had evidence of all kind of stuff, bro, about different stuff that happened, what the police did. I was there when I was watching investigations. I guess they didn't want me to show people how investigations looked like in the regular morning time in the daytime, well, they make it look normal, like with different businesses hiding the other cars that are either security, and the security is actually police, and then they hide the other vans that are actually the Chrysler vans or the Ford or Chevy vans that actually have undercover sheriffs in there. But I don't know why they're trying to hide when you get out the car and have a vest on that says sheriff. And then sending some boy up and down. They had him wearing a red sweater going up and down the stairs to go to a room in the hotel that was across from a Walgreens off 198th and TV Highway in Hillsboro, Oregon. That was one of the investigations I saw. I had all kind of stuff. I had stuff people wouldn't even believe on those videos. That's why I saved them, because I was gonna one day put them up. Not everything. Some things I knew people wouldn't probably believe anyways, but or maybe I would have changed my mind in the future and decided to put it all up, and they didn't want that happening because that was too much evidence. So it was orchestrated for my phones to be stolen. I know people are not going to believe that. The reason why I don't care is because of the nitwits that think like the individual that said that stupid comment in this video talking about some damn, well, maybe the officer was concerned that you were hanging out at a liquor store with a 3-year-old baby in the back seat. People can motherfucking do that shit if they want to. They just ride, and at least she had her license and they were being safe. And even though she had her license, they asked the person who wasn't driving for their license. Then that's why they try to make it a rule now that they ask for both people license. Or I remember that happened to me one time in the car. They asked for both of our IDs. So what the fuck you was gonna do if I didn't have one? Dumbass bitch ass police. You was gonna write me a ticket for not having a license because I wasn't driving? That shit happened to me before too. When somebody else was driving, they asked for both of us for our IDs. And I get it because they want to make sure maybe I didn't have a warrant or anything. But if I had, maybe I could have just told them my names. But they switched it now and said that they made it mandatory for people that even if you're not driving, they still gonna ask you for your identification. Everybody else that's in the car, and I get it though, because if somebody has a warrant and they're not driving, they're forcing everybody to ID themselves so that they can like see if they can take them to jail. And I feel like the big part of the reason why they made that a thing now, if they still have it as a rule, and those officers weren't lying at the time, is so that if somebody is black and they have a warrant, they can take them to jail and possibly mistreat them or possibly kill them. And I found out maybe 3 years ago the part of the reason why they get away with killing these people ties into this contract law stuff. That's why I pity the people that be trusting these niggas that be out there like the Malachian Empire and Tazadak Shah Bey that pay people or help just a few people so they can have good reviews, and then treat some people like shit behind the scenes, that they scam and stealing money from them, like people like myself that has happened to. There's more that goes into that. If you learn contract law and all that stuff, you'll see why they be getting away with killing, because they collect a lot of money on the back end, like that song says, off of our names, off of our government names, the accounts and stuff. Some of the information is private information that can't be shared publicly. That's why I'm saying people should maybe look more into that stuff themselves and not just trust these so-called guru people, especially the females, unless you possibly suck in they you know what, or giving them some cat or whatever. They still might try to gatekeep some information from you because you're a female in their eyes. And that's what my experience has been with three of those men, actually four or five. It's at least four men that I went to looking for contract law stuff, help information, and they were all scammers. And I learned that the only people that they might do well with are people that pay them way more money than they deserve for some of the stuff that they're charging people for. And they'll if I guess if that person can give them a hookup to something else, they'll treat that person right. You know how it is, like they say that it's not what you know, it's who you know. But anybody that they perceive as somebody that ain't shit or don't have nobody to support them, or that might just seem like a naive blonde moment type female, and you're black or you might not know nothing, they think they're gonna get away with some shit, and they'll try to play your ass and they'll scam you and take your money, and they'll charge you. They'll be like, oh, this costs $500, knowing full well it shouldn't be no more than $100. Even that's, but people got to make their money. But what they do is they overcharge some people and try to get more money out of them in other ways. They lie, they mistreat, I'm not going to go into that, but instead of them teaching you, really trying to help you out as a people, they scam you instead. And then they try to look like an authority figure in the public eye. So, but that's why really talking about this stuff is because I know the police don't give a fuck, because one, they're working as a property of the state themselves. So I guess that kind of separates them from being personally liable for damages that they do as when they're working as an officer in their uniform, or whether they're an ununiform but they're still on duty. Um, and there's something that happens, like the judge can be in on it too, as well as bail bondsmen and other people. They can all collect money off of your there's private accounts. I won't, maybe I shouldn't go, I don't know the full information right now because I haven't studied it in quite a while, but there the information is out there. It's just that I also don't want to go into information that might not be able to be shared here, and then something happens. I don't think nothing will happen, but I never see people sharing private information about that stuff online. It's like, I guess it's really supposed to be secretive. But yeah, if people look into that, then you'll start to see why they get away with killings, and how some of them officers be coming up because they be getting making money off of killing you on all angles, whether even the funeral home director, the prison, the judge, the police department, and probably even the police themselves make money. I don't know about that, but it ties into something like how judges and other companies make money off of your one signature and stuff like that. But I'll talk about that on another video so people can have more information, to help spread the message about that, since I don't see a whole bunch of women doing it. And even the one woman I know doing it, she charged at least $500 for the class. But there's something that happened one time when she referred us to somebody named Ken Sharp Hamilton. The shit wind up being a scam. And I'm like, how the fuck you gonna be a top boss bitch and you referring us to somebody who saying some shit was a scam, like it ain't shit, and I just wasted a bunch of, I laid a chunk of money that I could have saved when I was pregnant with my son. And it was niggas at that. Y'all know who she is. It's Isis Wisdom. I'm not trying to call her out like she ain't shit though, but because I still hella respect her. But ever since that happened, I became kind of sus. And she on point with some of the stuff she be saying, but I just slipped that in there real quick so y'all can know who I was talking about. And I would say these things to their faces. This is not something that I would be afraid to talk to them. Of course, I'll be respectful to them when I'm. They won't even want to even talk about this. Maybe they think people forgot it was with that clever wallet shit. But anyways, just educate yourselves, guys, because that's part of the reason why cops get away with mistreating. It'll take care of a lot of big things if you educate yourselves and try to, like, they have the people that scamming, they can help you with some of the information. It's up to you though to dig further on your own. And the one person I'm gonna say I recommend the most out of all these niggas out here is a light bright dude, because that's how I know how some people gonna, like, out of all the Negroes. Well, the other one was a light bright dude too, Jeffrey Bridges, which I'm almost wondering is he tied to Chris Bridges, aka Ludacris. But the only dude that I feel like I really trust the most to be helpful is this dude named James C. Lovett. And he's the only guy who I know who knows all the information, like off the top of his head. Like, he told me he's been doing it since he was 19 years old. He can help you with the information you'll need to educate yourself, to find out how you can protect yourself from police officers being able to rule over you because of your lack of knowledge. Please, I hope that more people try to look into that. All right, guys, that's it. Have a good night.